as a judge or an attorney looking for how to seat jurors in this case, it's not really looking for jurors who haven't been exposed to information. It's really looking for jurors who, despite their exposure, claim to be able to consider the case based on just the evidence and the law. So the questions are going to be designed to get at whether they can be fair and impartial. And so the chances of finding that in Manhattan would be greater just because of the sheer number of people. So even though the proportion of Democrats is higher, the sheer number of people who might not be biased is likely larger in the metropolitan area than it would be outside of it. Just because they're a Democrat or just because they voted for Biden in the last election doesn't mean that they are going to be biased against Trump. I think that there will be jurors who will say they cannot be fair and impartial because of the threat that finding against Mr. Trump might pose to them, or at least they think might be posed to them. You know, one thing you have to be worried about in this type of trial is people wanting to get on who can't be fair and impartial, but who want to monetize their participation in the jury system by writing a book or something after about the experience. The judge has great control in this process, in part because the judge gets to make the final ruling on who's excluded for what we call cause, so that if the judge finds that the juror cannot hear the case fairly and cannot be an impartial jury, then that person will be excused by the judge, and that there are unlimited numbers of excusals for cause that can be used.